class, today we're going to talk about word problems and the best way to solve them. So step one, first thing you're going to do, read the word problem. Don't even worry about finding information, just read it. Then do a second read, and during that second read, what you are going to do is underline what you know. And this might be or what they tell you. Okay? The second thing you are going to do, the third thing, you are going to circle what you want to find out. This is usually right at the end of the word problem. The next thing you're going to do, step 4, if you can, draw a picture. Helps give you a good visual so then you can better understand what they're asking. And last, you are going to solve. Okay, so these are the steps you need to remember. First, read it, underline what you know, circle what you want to find out, draw a picture, and solve. Let's look at some key words that you might find to give you clues as to what they're asking you. So words that are related to addition. We have sum. What's the sum of the numbers? Plus. All together. In all. Could be together. How about more? And, just the letter A, or the word and total. All can equal addition. Words that are related to subtraction could be difference. Might be take away. How about leftover? More than. Less than. Fewer. And remain. Okay. Multiplying could be times. Might be in all. Ooh, so that's a tricky one because that's also with multiplication. Product. The word product means multiplication. Multiplied by, that says it right in there. It might use the word like twice. Twice as many. That means 2 times. Let's move on to division. Could be divided, half, split, equal groups, and then this one, quotient. That one, quotient and product are the fancy words for multiply and divide. Okay, so let's jump in and try this. So this first one, we're just going to read over it first. Pat and Carl went to the movies. Patty bought the 2 movie tickets for $7.35 each. Carl bought 2 buckets of popcorn at $5.60 each. How much more money did Patty spend than Carl? So now we're going to reread it, and we are going to underline what we know. So we know they went to the movies, but that's not really giving us information that we're using. Patty bought 2 movie tickets for $7.35 each. Carl bought 2 buckets of popcorn at $5.60 each. And our question, I'm highlighting it, but I did tell you to circle it. How much more money did Patty spend than Carl? Well, we have to find out how much each of them spent first. So if we know that they bought 2 movie tickets at $7.35, then we're going to go $7.35 times 2. So Patty spent $14.70. Okay, so this one's a little bit harder to draw a picture for, but I mean, you could draw 2 tickets that equal $7.35. We could draw our 2 bucket of popcorns, $5.60, plus a second one, $5.60. Adding the 2 together is the same thing as multiplying them by 2. So if we add those two, 0, 12, 10, 11. So Carl spent $11.20. So now it's asking us how much more. How much more? When we look up at our words here, more was under addition, but more than was under subtraction. And right, we're more, how much more money, how much more did he spend? So that means we should be subtracting. 1470, subtract 1120, $3.50. So our answer is $3.50. Okay. There are 96 fourth graders at Small Tree Intermediate School. 43 of them are girls. On Friday, 5 fourth graders and 4 fourth grade boys were absent. How many fourth grade boys were at Small Tree Intermediate School on Friday? Okay, well, first, that was our first read. Now let's underline what we know. There's 96 fourth graders. So 96 altogether. 43 of them are girls. Okay, so let's first just find out how many are boys. So we're going to just subtract. 96 subtract 43 equals 53. So we have 53 boys altogether. But that's not the question. Sorry, and I got ahead of myself here. On Friday, 5 fourth grade girls and 4 fourth grade boys were absent. How many fourth grade boys were at Small Tree Intermediate School on Friday? Well, that is our question. And really, it's given us more information now than what we really need, because we don't really care about how many girls were missing. We're just talking about boys. So we've already solved how many boys are in the class, and it says 5 of them were absent. So we want to subtract 5. Okay, how many fourth grade boys were at school on Friday? 48. So now let's take a look at this one. Sorry, and I kind of wrote on a few of these. Let's erase that there. 114 birds were sitting in a tree. 21 more birds flew to the tree. How many birds were there altogether? So I read it, underline what I know, circle what I want to find out. How many birds altogether? Altogether was an addition question or an addition word. So we have if we have a tree and there are 114 birds, those are my little birds, and then 21 more come to the tree. How many are there altogether? 114 plus 21, 135. 135 birds. Okay. 29 birds were sitting in a tree. Some more flew up to the tree. Then there were 142 birds in the tree. How many more flew up? So we know that we had 29. So here's my tree. Oh, find out more information. And then we ended up with 42. Okay, so there were 29. Okay, and then some, we don't know how many, were added to it, and it equaled 142. So, I mean, we could do this as B for birds and figure it out. So, if that's our equation, we want to subtract 29 from both sides. So then we're left with B equals 113. So how many more flew up to the tree? 113 birds. That must be a really big tree. Okay, Tom had 114 baseball cards. He kept 10 and shared the rest evenly among his 8 friends. How many baseball cards did each friend get? So we know he had 114, kept 10, and shared the rest evenly among his 8 friends. How many cards did each friend get? Okay, so we know that he had 114. And he kept 10. So we want to take 10 out of that. So now it said that the rest were shared evenly among his 8 friends. So if we were going to think of this as a picture, right, there's going to be 8 friends. And then they're going to get these split. Well, we don't want to do 104 tally marks, but we could start putting some into groups. But we realize that when we're taking 104 and we want to put it into 8 groups, it's like dividing by 8. So if we take 8 and divide it into 104, we get 13. Each friend got 13 cards. So how much did they get? 13 cards. Okay? Okay, and our last one. Mrs. Smith baked 3 trays of 36 cookies. After they cooled, Mr. Smith. They cooled, he divided the cookies evenly into 4 bags. How many cookies did Mr. Smith place in each bag? So 3 trays of 36, not 36 cookies altogether, but 3 trays of 36. So that's like saying 36 times 3 equals 108. After they cooled, he divided them evenly evenly, right? That's telling us divide into 4 bags. So divided by 4. How many cookies did Mr. Smith place in each bag? So 4 into 108. $27 cookies in each bag. Oftentimes, word problems can be super overwhelming because it gives you a whole bunch of words and we're doing math. And how am I supposed to figure that out? So please use these steps. Underline what you know, circle what they're asking you, and take it one step at a time. If it's possible, draw a picture, do so. It is only going to help you. Hope that helps.